Hi guys! Okay, so this video is going to be about detangling tools. We all know detangling is, and I just thought I would show you guys what tools you can use to detangle your hair. You've probably heard of a lot of these, but I just thought it'd be nice to do a video just, doing a collective showcase of everything that I own that can be used to detangle. So the first tool that everybody has already is fingers. You can use your fingers to detangle your hair. What I've noticed with finger detangling is it does tend to take longer than if you use a tool, but you tend to have less breakage with finger detangling because you can actually feel what's going on in your hair, and if you reach a snag or anything like that, you know where to go to like isolate that snarl or knot and remove it from your hair without breaking your hair. So finger detangling is a very good method to use for detangling your hair. Don't discount finger detangling. Really give it a shot. Okay, so next I have a Denman brush. Now this brush you can buy at Sally Beauty Supply for $9.99, and this is really popular in the natural hair world. The reason why these brushes are so popular for detangling natural hair is because the rubber base gives something for the hair to slip on that won't snag or rip it or do anything like that, and the bristles actually move a lot. Well, they have a lot of give, I should say. The bristles have a lot of give, and it's good to have a brush that has more give than your standard like boar bristle brush, because with highly textured curly kinky hair, tangles happen more frequently than they do in straighter, looser, wavier hair. So you need something with give, because if your bristles have no give and they're just staying straight and they're trying to get through a tangle, they'll rip your hair. And you want to avoid that if you're trying to grow your hair long. Another good thing about Denman's is you can actually remove rows of teeth. I'm sure you all have noticed that on this one. I actually removed, the way to remove the bristles is just to push this red base all the way up out of the brush, and then behind it you can actually open it like a book and pull out. It's a great option if you have hair that needs something a little more gentle. You can customize these brushes to your hair's needs. Another tool you can use if you don't want to get this one is the knockoff. Beauty supply stores have now started to carry Denman knockoffs by Goody. They basically look exactly like the Denman, except for where it's black, it's like a tannish yellow color. So those brushes are under $4. I don't remember the exact price of the one at my local beauty supply store, but it was $3 and some change. So if you want to try out the Denman, but you don't want to spend $10 on a brush that you might not like, go get the knockoff, because I bought one for my sister. They're pretty much exactly the same. Okay, something that everybody should have is a wide tooth. One con I will say about combs like this, and really I don't find it a con, but some people might, is that the teeth have little seams going down the center. And there's been talk that the seams on combs can actually put extra tension on the cuticle layer of your hair and cause more breakage or damage per se. But I feel like as long as you're being careful, you can minimize that. So I still recommend a regular wide tooth comb, especially if you're just starting out. Just find out what you want to try and what you like. So the next thing I want to recommend to you guys is, this is for if you're going to be detangling your hair wet but out of the shower. You don't want to let your hair dry in between sections or whatever you're doing. You really want to make sure it stays saturated. So get yourself a spray bottle. One thing I will say though is make sure you get a good spray bottle. This one that I'm holding is a crappy spray bottle. I got this from Walgreens. But this doesn't really spray, it more so makes a stream, and that's not really what I need it for. But this is a great spray bottle. This is one of my favorites. Both of my favorites are from Sally's though, so I recommend Sally's for a good spray bottle. I tried one from Walmart, I tried one from Target. They just didn't have a good trigger, and the stream just wasn't what I wanted. So make sure you test out your spray bottles before you keep them. Just keep the receipt and test them out, and if you don't like how they spray. Okay, so the next item is conditioner. My favorite detangler is It's a cross between Tresemme Naturals conditioner and Suave Naturals. I've been using the Suave Naturals more lately though. Um, and that's because I detangle my hair wet in the shower when it's loaded with conditioner. The reason why I do that is because with the conditioner in it, it gives my hair more viscosity. It makes it slipperier, which is why you'll hear people say, oh, this conditioner has great slip, or this conditioner had absolutely no slip, or whatever. You want something to give your hair a good amount of slip, so that way whatever tool you're using, whether it's your fingers, your Denman, your wide tooth, whatever, make sure that it has enough that it can just glide through the hair and not really get stuck on like difficult areas. The Suave Naturals is one that I definitely recommend you guys try out, because you can buy a, I believe, like 25-ounce bottle for 89 cents at Walmart. Like, seriously, go try that stuff out. Okay. You probably have heard of this, but if not, here it is. The Detangle Teaser is a detangling brush, a brush made specifically for detangling. It's really weird looking. It's like ergonomically designed and whatnot, but I wish it had, like, I don't know, I don't really like the design, but whatever. The Detangle Teaser has 2 levels of bristles. So, as you can see, there's like a long row and then a short row in between each and every one. And what that does is it allows it to get to like the baby itty bitty tiny tangles. And when you're putting it through the hair, it glides like no other. It goes through better than my Denman, better than my wide tooth, better than, I won't say better than my fingers, just because I'm actually controlling my fingers, but with this you almost feel like your hair isn't even tangled before you use it. You can get this at Sally Beauty Supply Store. As far as I know, that's the only on the ground place that sells it. Other than that, you can order from Sally's online or Amazon, but it is $9.99, and I think it's worth it. I will caution you though, some naturals have said that they have noticed that over time the Detangle Teaser will cause them breakage, and you know, obviously breakage is something we want to avoid. So if you think your hair might not be able to handle it, I would say avoid it, but I like it. I recommend it. I say try it out. I have noticed that, well, in the past, I'll say, in the past, I have noticed that I had more broken hairs in the Detangle Teaser than I did in other detangling tools. So I kind of chilled out on this, but I still like it. I don't use it as much as I used to, but I still recommend it, especially if you've got like coarser hair than me. My hairs are actually not that coarse. I don't have coarse hair at all. Coarse, a lot of people don't know what that means. Coarse actually describes the thickness of your individual strands. My strands are not very thick. They're not fine, but they're just like regular medium texture. And I don't have thick hair. I have pretty thin hair, actually. It doesn't look like it now that I'm natural, which is one of the things I love about my hair, but especially if you had seen me with a relaxer, I have very, very thin hair. So if you've got thicker, coarser hair than me, then you can probably take the Detangle Teaser and you'll be fine. Okay, so next. This one is also kind of controversial, but it's just a regular plain old paddle brush that I got from Walmart, and I think it's so cute. I love the design of this brush. Like, look at this handle. Isn't that so cute? It's all like, I don't know if you can like see, but it's like super squishy. I love like holding this brush. But yeah, paddle brushes are actually really good detangling tools as well. Just like with the Denman, you've got that rubber base and you've got bristles that have a lot of give. Now, I do feel like the bristles on the Denman have more give than your standard paddle brush, but I think that the give on these is adequate enough to detangle hair. A lot of, I won't say a lot, but I've heard that some naturals do not use paddle brushes at all for fear of the balls on the ends of the bristles getting snagged on their hair and causing breakage. Now, that sounds logical. It sounds definitely possible, something that could happen, but I've never seen a hair get caught on any of the little balls at the ends of the bristles. I've never had it happen to me, not once. And I'm the type that when I'm detangling my hair, I check like not every strand obviously, but like as I'm detangling, I'm constantly like stopping and looking at hairs and making sure that there's a root on them so that I know that there's that they're shed hairs and not broken hairs. I've never found a broken hair wrapped around any of these balls, so that sounded really gross. But yeah, I still recommend a paddle brush, and it especially when used with conditioner in my hair, glides through like a dream, and it actually makes my detangling go a lot faster. So paddle brush, yes, I recommend it. Okay, we got 2 more items that are pretty much in the same category. Oh my gosh. And those are scrunchies and clips. Okay, these little scrunchies are called ponios. I did a blog post about these, so if you follow it, you know I love, like, heart these things. These you can buy at Walgreens for $1 for a pack. There you go. Okay, yeah. These look like the little keychains, but they're actually scrunchies. These work amazing. Hold on, focus. Okay, yeah. Okay. These work really, really great in my hair. I was kind of scared to use these when I first bought them, because I was just like, these things look like they might get snagged, but they don't at all. And I think that's just because they're not like flat like a regular scrunchie. These slip right out of my hair, and I have never had a hair break on these. I have had shed hairs come out on these, but it's been like 1 hair in the scrunchie that was shed, so I was not upset about that at all. And then, you know, regular like hair clips that you can buy at any beauty supply store, Walmart, Target, whatever. And the reason for these, I've got like a purple one and a light pink one, I've got a blue, I've got clear. I love these things. But anyway, the reason for scrunchies or clips or whatever is to section your hair. Now, if you have really, really short hair, you probably don't need to section it, but like even my hair is really, really short, but I still section my hair. The reason why I say sectioning is a good thing to do for detangling is because you're less likely to rip through big snarls if your hair is sectioned off. That way, you can get through easier. I personally can get away with doing just 3 sections. I'll divide my hair in half this way and put all of the bottom in one section, because all of the hair back here is much less dense than the hair up here. So I'll put the bottom in one section and then put the top in 2, or I'll just divide it in 4 sections. And that way, when I'm detangling my hair, I can also distribute the product for my hairstyle of the day, and it's just, I do everything all in one fell swoop, and it's great. I definitely recommend sectioning. So even if you don't have thick hair, because I don't have thick hair, even if you don't have thick hair, I still say sectioning is a great way to minimize damage and breakage during the detangling process. And yeah, I think that's everything. This is probably a really long video because I talked about a lot of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to click subscribe up above, and help my channel out by rating my videos, because the more you rate, the higher up I get pushed in search results, and the more people will find me. So help me out and rate my channel. Well, rate the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.